Now that we have products into our funnel, we need to understand a little bit more which elements we need to put in our page in order for the customers to put their information and basically buy our product. So in order for that, I'm going to show you which elements are needed and how they work. So let's come over here to our page, and we kind of look at it when I was explaining the different elements. I just decided to skip it because over here is where it makes more sense to understand a little bit better how they work. So in order to do this, let me actually remove all of this one. So we have some space here to work with. Okay, so we have this one. Let's remove the video here. And this typical one is called the two-step. Remember when we were setting up this template, it was called the two-step tripwire, right? Two-step is because we already saw it when I preview the page. I fill this out, click on next step, and that's when I go to basically fill out my billing information and credit card. This is basically a block. You cannot change too many things in this block, but you can change and modify a few other ones. So usually this block comes something like this. Now, in order for you to look at it, what's in each tab, you click over here. So you either want to look at the second tab, so you will look something like this, and if you want to look at the first tab, it will look something like that. Now over here, to simplify, that's why they say hide these steps. It's not that you're hiding whatever thing is inside here. It's just because if you open all of this at the same time, look, you have like way so many things. So kind of just to keep it clean, that's why they say, okay, well, let's hide it or let's show it. So let's work first on the first step. So let's show the first step. And the things that you can change over here is first what it says over here, right? So usually I leave it as shipping because that's what it is, right? We're trying to ship over there. So you can see how it changes. So just keep it there. Now we're not shipping painting, right? Sometimes I just put it that way. Where to ship, or we want us to ship, right? And then full name, if you don't want it to be like full name and 3 dots, just clean it up. That's basically how you wanted it to appear, so the person knows what's inside this field or what they should be putting in that field. So I will just skip because all of that is just formatting. You can go over there. Over here you can change the button. Rather than saying go to step number 2, saying something like, yes, send me the product, right? Now let's say, hey, I don't want it 2 lines, it's too big, right? So let's come down here, and actually that's on advanced. Yeah, we have a lot of things. So you see over here the button size, we have extra large. You can make it, let's say, medium. So that's how you can also adjust over here. Now over here in the button, you also have the icon, right? We already explored the icon before. So over here you have only specific ones, right? You can have a plus, you can have a chevron over there, or if you want, you don't have any icon, right? Let's go back to the settings. Let's go up over here. So we explore all of these ones, and that will be step number 1. The last part is this small area that says we respect your privacy and information. It depends. You can put other things over there. Like say, for example, if you're offering something for free, but you are charging for shipping, I usually like to put over here something like, we purchased our water bottle just for you. I put something like retails for, I don't know, like $39 or something like that. And we are giving it for free. Just pay for handling, shipping and handling. I don't know, like $3.99, whatever thing, right? So you can put something like that and it will display over here. And that's basically everything on the first step. Now let's take a look at the next step. So let's hide this one. Let's show the next step and let's click over here so we can also see what's going on there. So the first thing is here. I know that usually when you do that you cannot see, but if you look over here it says your info. So that's where you can change over here. Rather than saying your info, you can put over there, I don't know, like billing information or something like that. Although below you're already saying your billing information, so it depends. This item name is this item, so if you want to call it differently, like, I don't know, like product name or something, right? And then price will be similar over there. Now, if you see here it says dynamically updated, it's because that will dynamically update according to the products that you have over there. And then again, it will be your credit card, CCV, and all that information. I usually leave it the same way. I don't see why you're gonna be changing those things. And then finally, this will be the summary, right? In the summary, that's where you have item. I would like to put again product name, so it's a little bit more clear. And amount, I put total amount or something like that, right? And then here is for the bump part. This will be interesting. So you cannot change too much the format. The format is already there. What you can change is the text. So yes, I want the extra bonus, or you can put here, yes, give me my bonus, right? And then over here you say, hey, it's a one-time offer. How much we say? $17, right? And then you're saying over here, we just remove all of that. And let's say something like one-time offer, just $17. Receive our amazing bottle, I don't know, for $17 today only. Something like that, right? You can explain over there what it is, or anything like that. But you cannot change the format. That's the only limitation over here, basically. And then you can just change the name of the button over there. You can say complete order or anything. And then you can also change the last part. I like to keep it like that. You know, it's secure payment, it's safe payment, where everything processing through Stripe. Now, this last one, edit shipping details, is basically this one. So if they want to go to step number 1, they just click over here. Now, there's not much of shipping details at the beginning unless you have those ones. So I can just, I feel it's too long, so just put edit shipping. You can change the font title, you can change the button text and the color. So let's say, hey, I don't want blue, I want a red button, right? Something like that. And then we already look at a few advanced options. One of the advanced options I want to show you is the phone number. So let's take a look again over here. Step number 1. The phone number, you can make it optional. I mean, not optional. You can show it or not showing. Right now it's showing the phone number. You can choose not to present the phone number, so the person have less things to fill out. Because sometimes it's like, hey, I don't want to fill out too many things. And if you don't need the phone number, why you are getting the phone number, right? Or let's say, for example, you don't have an order bump, right? You can just say, hey, I want to hide my order bump over there. In our case, we have it, so I'll show it. And then a few other format things, just on color and everything. But you cannot go too crazy on the format over here. That's basically as much as you can do. Now, let's save over here and let's preview. Let's take a look. So let's wait until it loads. You see red button we have over there. Click yes. We have the two things, the credit card and yes, give me my bonus. If I click over here, it does the $17. If I don't want it, remove it and then complete order. And that's basically everything related to this two-step paying system. Now, let's say if I don't want to use this two-step, right? Or I have a different type of form. So I'm going to show you here how can you create your own order form, right? So the first thing that we need to know or we need to have is your order, where they have to select your order, right? If you have multiple products, like we mentioned over here, they're going to have to select over here which product they want to buy from you. So, right, we need to have that first. And then after that, we can tell them, hey, you know, you already selected what product you want. I'm gonna give you, where it is. So if we scroll down, shipping address, right? So I'm gonna put you over here, the shipping address. Usually the shipping address is the same as billing address. So I can just clarify, although you can put over here also a billing address. You see, and they're the same. Now, of course, it was not gonna make sense having both of them. It's like now it's like a huge form. So I delete this one, just keep one, and I can add over here a title saying, hey, put over here your shipping and billing address or something like that, right? And then after that, they need to put their credit card, right? So we put here the credit card. And after that, they have to submit the form. So we put a button. And that's on its basic form on how to make a payment. So let me actually delete this one so it doesn't conflict with this other form. So that will be everything. Now we have to make sure everything is consistently and working. So one of the things that you have to make sure is that when you have a button, you see a warning over here. You have to set the action of the button and click here to submit order. And then basically that's it. You can just go back and everything, and that's when it knows that every time you click here, it submits the order. And that will be everything. Let's save this and let's preview and let's see how it looks like. Okay, that's perfect. So you can select any of those ones. Now, if you see it, remember when we have over here the two-step, every time that we select it, we even have a summary. Well, you can also add a summary at the end if you wanted to. I feel it is kind of repetitive if you're already choosing what's your product over here to have a summary. But let's say, for example, you have an order bump. And if you were to read the .com secrets that I have here, the order bump always goes right after they fill out already their credit card number. Because everything have to do with their kind of mentality. If you already took your credit card out to pay for the, I don't know, like $3 price of your product or anything that it is, and you already put it there, and then if you present to another offer that the only thing that they're able to do it is click a button to get it, they don't have to think too much about it, right? So that's why the bump offer always goes down after they fill out their credit card. Now here's the other thing. So in order to create, here is order bump, just create it, put it there. I think, let's try it again. Order bump, there we go. And you can customize it, and here is the only place that you can actually change some of the colors. So you can change here the headline, you can change the background. Let's say you don't want that white one, you want, I don't know, let's say a blue, light blue, and then you want this one to be, I don't know, I'm really bad on colors, so that's why everything looks really weird. And then, I don't know, you want a red, that, right? And then you have advanced over here, and you can also create some top border if you want it, right? If you want a shadow, you can put a shadow over there. You can do way more than in the two-step option. But that's when basically you just put over here. You can adjust it over here. You can say, hey, this is for $17 or anything like that. Choose and select it. And that's basically everything. Let's add also over here, because now they're adding another one. So that's where it makes sense to have an order summary. And I'm not going through everything that we have over here. You can explore how things work. For example, Apple Pay, I'm not going to cover it. I have another video just covering how that works. So that's why I'm not going to cover over here. You can check over here what means with inventory or not. And then over here, you can also change, hey, rather than having this style, you can come over here and say, hey, I want it to be a drop-down box, kind of like that. So let's see how that looks like. Although I never use a drop-down box, but it depends. Everything depends on how your funnel is structured, your design and everything. Probably this is where it makes more sense. So let's preview right now. And we can see over here, the summary is for the $5. And if we change this one and we want the subscription, now it changes to $24.99. And if we want the bump order, it goes over here. So basically it's the same thing, but here you have more flexibility on how can you build your own form. And that's basically everything that you need to know to get started, have a product over there, and just start launching your funnel. So let's take a look at the next video.